Hi everyone, and welcome to a new video. 1. The author I stole. Angela was reborn in a new world with no memories of her past life, but with one clear desire: to share Andersen's fairy tales. She founds a publishing house and everything goes smoothly, until she discovers Andersen actually exists in this world. And he's a noble knight, impossibly handsome, and terribly difficult to convince. Angela won't stop until he signs a contract. Is this the beginning of a literary partnership, or something far more personal? 2. I tamed my ex-husband's mad dog. All Reinhardt wanted was a chance to avenge her father's death at the hands of the crown prince. Waking up in the past, she takes that chance immediately, and stabs him in the leg. Exiled as a consequence, she sets off on a grueling journey that leads her to a completely unexpected encounter. A story of revenge, resilience, and a romantic twist that no one saw coming. 3. How to stop the Tyrants' Blackening. Rain reincarnated into a fairy tale world with dreamlike powers, noble families inspired by playing cards, and even anthropomorphic beings. The problem: she's destined to die a cruel death. Fortunately, a mysterious power brings her back to life each time. On her fourth try, she discovers she must prevent her adoptive family from feeding the young Emperor Janin nightmares that will drive him to become a tyrant. After dying 3 times, does Rain know enough to change fate, without falling for him in the process? 4. How to diet as a lady. Jung Yuna woke up as Lady Eleanor in the Brighton Empire, with no idea how to behave like a noblewoman, and a high society that never misses a chance to ridicule her figure. But with the help of a talented imperial knight captain and the city's most elegant lady, Eleanor embarks on a journey toward health and grace. A fresh, entertaining story that blends romantic comedy with the relatable nightmare of dieting, in a medieval, aristocratic setting. 5. The perfect ending plan for the villain in the fairy tale. Her tears turn into diamonds, and the heroine of this fairy tale is her little sister. But she, the evil sister, is the one who reincarnated here, and she knows exactly how the story ends. Her plan: find the prince, set the stage for him to fall for her sister, and survive quietly in the background. Simple, foolproof, perfect, until the prince kneels before her and proposes marriage. How is it possible that the fairy tale protagonist chose the villain? 6. I will make anything to change the genre. I entered a novel in the body of the protagonist's aunt, the villain who abused her nephew. All I want is to leave, but before I go, I can't stop feeling sorry for that little boy. So she decides to care for him wholeheartedly until the day they part. What she doesn't know is that this small act of kindness will completely change the genre of the entire story. From dark drama to something no one expected. A story proving that love can transform any narrative. 7. That Fishery, I'll take it. Third life, third time as an illegitimate daughter. But this time something is different. The father who never cared suddenly wants to do everything for her. The evil older sister arrives being sweet and affectionate. And the male lead of the original heroine's story starts obsessing over her. Can someone with such consistently bad luck across reincarnations finally have a good life? A fun story about second and third chances that never go according to plan. 8. The lady who has returned opens a dessert shop. She died in a carriage accident after discovering her husband was unfaithful. In her third life, she returned to her own wedding day and ruined it on purpose. This time, her dream isn't marriage, it's opening a dessert shop. But her husband from past lives, now a stranger, can't seem to stop showing up at her bakery. Will she be able to build her dream business in peace, or does the past have a way of coming back with quite an appetite? 9. The male lead monster lives under my bed. I possessed the daughter of a villain in an adult novel, and I'm about to die. While trying to figure out how to escape my ill-fated destiny, my psychopathic brother gives me a strange gift, a slime that splashes around and talks. With the arrival of this quirky monster friend, Irina's fate suddenly takes a completely different direction. A peculiar, heartwarming, and twist-filled story about a villainess who finds the most unexpected companion of all. 10. 10 Ways to Make a Difference to Tyrants. Scarlet possessed the body of the villainess married to a murderous tyrant. Her mission: do everything possible to make him reject her so she can escape. She acts outrageously, defiantly, completely unhinged, but every attempt backfires, making him fall for her even harder. How is it possible that the more she tries to be abandoned, the more he clings to her? A hilarious romantic comedy full of ridiculous misunderstandings and a tyrant who turned out to be impossible to push away. 11. As a result, I raised the children of the main characters. Yahee lost her younger siblings in her past life, then reincarnated as Marchan, a woman forced to raise her husband's children from another woman. But there's a devastating and beautiful twist. Those children are the reincarnations of her lost siblings. Now Yahee will do everything in her power to protect them, love them, and uncover the mystery behind her possession in this world. A story that will break your heart before putting it back together. 12. A fairy tale for the villains. I was reborn in a novel as a low-born servant working for a family of villains. And according to the story, I'm supposed to be the greatest villainess of all. With deaths, imperial chaos, and inheritance secrets locking everyone inside the mansion, she must survive, grow, and find her own happily ever after, alongside those the world calls monsters. A story unlike any other, because villains deserve their fairy tale too.